All right, everyone, here we go with the thank you reading for August 2024. I do these every month. There's a whole playlist of these. They're all timeless, okay? And I do them because I want to thank you for anybody who's ever given me a nickel for anything I do around here. It's awesome. Appreciate it. Donations, extended purchase, whatever it is. This reading's for you. I pull on you. And I ask the universe a very specific question. Well, it might be a specific answer, but I try not to get too... I always hope that the energy that comes in for a thank you reading is kind of broad. I've got a pre-shuffle here. It might be specific, but I don't think it is. I've got the Sun crossed by the Ten of Swords, which for me, and I'm me, and this is my reading, so I've got the universe sends us information the way we understand it, so it might differ. For me, this is a sense of boredom, a sense of nothing happening, a sense of, it can be doubt as well, it can be. It's the Debbie Downer that rains on the parade here, a little bit. It can be that, but generally it reads as boredom. And again, I know I've got mixed audience. The last time I said Debbie Downer, somebody ripped my head off. I've known Debbies and they're wonderful. It's a character from Saturday Night Live, okay? I'm not picking on anybody named Debbie. Anyway, it's a boredom energy. But I'm going to tell you right now, this month, hopefully you read my write-up on it. It's got a lot of gifts. It's got a lot of interesting things. Something's about to pop rather suddenly. When I say rather suddenly, I think rather suddenly. I think it's August 1st right now. I think by the 3rd, 4th, 5th, something around those lines, there's a lot of activity going on. I got a lot of readings to pull between now and the fucking 5th, just because there's a lot going on. And there's a lot going on after that. The first half of the month is crammed with readings. Something's about to pop here. It's an Ace of Wands. And all I can tell you about it, because this is just surface energy, right? It happens just when you think the sun is gone and it's not coming back. Which the way I feel living in Southern California right now. It looked like fucking Easter morning out there this morning. It's August 1st. It looks like Easter. It's gray. It's foggy. I started just by instinct looking for Easter eggs. You know, you might think, because that's the way it looks at Easter, we get the gloom in the morning. But at the end of the day here, you might think that the sun is gone. It might happen right at that moment. Right at the edge here. And this 10 should break to an ace, and it does. It's an Ace of Wands. It's something meaningful. You may have been someone who's waiting for something meaningful to happen. Yeah, things happen. Friends call, we go out, or whatever. Something deep. You're about to enter your next deep moment. The phase of your life that you look back to and remember. Something very, very special. Something long-term, something deep, something emotional. And I say that as well with the Queen of Pentacles. It's very soul-nurturing for you. Your soul is getting fed here. And you gladly take that leap of faith. It is a brand new journey on a brand new level, and you approach it with vigor. Right? King of Swords. Right? You go after it with just, just claw at it. It's terrific. It's exactly what you've been waiting for. Or it's what your soul has needed. Okay? And I see it coming out of this. So if you're not here yet with 10 swords crossing the sun, we'll call it boredom, or nothing's happened for a while, right? If you're not there yet, you will reach that point. It could be near future influence, because that's very, very strong. And it's a major arcana. We don't control that. So and when it shows up in the surface energy, it's a big deal. It means that shit, this will happen at some point, right? Yeah, it's very soul nurturing. It's your soul's about to get fed here. By what? Well, let's find out. Okay, let's find out. Let's pull on that Hierophant energy. Okay, let's do it. That's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot here for a reason. Although you should be here because you've given me a nickel for something I do. I mean, it's a thank you reading. It's to thank anybody that's given me a nickel, even a nickel, for anything I do around here. It doesn't matter. I appreciate it. It's very kind. All right, here we go. Let's see. It's timeless. There's a whole playlist of these. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. What's about to pop for my viewers, universe? What's this all about? Are we going to talk about a soulmate? Are we going to talk about a soul's true purpose? Are we going to talk about a new toy? I mean, what are we going to talk about here? What is it? All right. Let's see. Let's see where we go. Let's see where. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. We done shuffling. 7 of Pentacles. This is the environmental energy around the center card I'm going to pull. 7 of Pentacles crossed by the Magician, or fueled by the Magician in this case. Underneath that is a hanged man. Yeah, I saw 7 of Wands. I was initially going to stop, and then my instinct said shuffle one more time, and then the 7 of Pentacles came in. So we've got sort of a ghost 7 of Wands here as well, type energy. I'll just tell you that. This is something that just comes out of nowhere. I don't think there's an energy right now where anything, this is an anything can happen energy, okay? Expect it when you least expect it, sort of thing. It's the ooh and the ah of watching the magician do the trick, right? Something very astounding is about to happen. And it changes it either takes you out of some doldrums or changes your point of view on something, or both, okay? I don't know. But something, yeah, I see it, yeah. Oh, but there's the 10 of Pentacles. But yeah, this is an energy, just these 3 cards here with the Hanged Man, the Magician in the middle, and the 7 of Pentacles with a ghostly 7 of Wands here. It's an environmental energy. I think you'll pick up on this. I think you will feel at some point, okay? And if you don't feel it now, that's fine. Near future influence. You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. But these energies here, the Hanged Man is a very mysterious energy. It can have kind of an eerie feeling in the Hanged Man, like if you were in a cave and you looked up and that bat was there, that fox bat was there, right? Fruit bat. Oof. Flying foxes, they call them that for a reason. They're pretty freaky. Anyway, it's a freaky energy. It's an ominous energy that makes you feel like something's about to happen. And what's interesting is because the Magician is there, it's not something is about to happen. It happens rather suddenly and it's rather dramatic. Okay, that's tied a little bit to that Ace of Wands that was in the pre-shuffle. Let's go 3 cards. What do we get here? All that mysterious stuff will be crossing the center card I pull. 3 of Wands. Yeah. It just feels like, as I pull this reading, I got to swim in this energy. And it just feels to me like something's about to pop. Something's about to happen. This is like a very soon energy. It's like you could see it. You can almost touch it. All right? Okay. So close yet so out of reach. But okay, center card. Yeah, 6 of Cups. This is the return of the Jedi. This is, well, it is sort of. I mean, I'm kind of saying that it's the return of something. But I could say the return of a soulmate, or the return of something from your past. An old passion from your past returns, right? We talked about this before. Maybe you liked to knit a long time ago, but you haven't done it in a while. Something you quit doing a long time ago was an incredibly powerful, whether you realized it or not, part of your soul. Even if it was something like knitting or cooking, whatever it was, something very small, it doesn't matter. You used to tinker with old radio, I don't know. But it was an important soul nurturing thing, and it just sort of faded away. It's about to return. And I equate it, it's such a big deal, I called it the return of the Jedi. It is a bit. You know, it was a big deal with that movie when old Luke Skywalker returned, right? He opened the door with his mind and all that kind of, with the Force, all that kind of stuff. It's a bit of that. It's a bit of that. You figure something out. I don't know. I can't wait to clarify this one. I know it's getting a little hocus pocusy, but it is. We do that all the time. I read an article where Jimmy Page, the guitarist from Led Zeppelin, right, fell in love with the guitar again during COVID lockdowns. That implies that he had fallen out of love with it for a while. And he actually hadn't picked it up for quite some time. He fell back in love with it during COVID lockdowns. And that, after that, if you look at what he did after, there's a whole lot of stuff he was doing. It's like a changed man after reactivating something in his soul. It's just an example. It's just one that pops into my mind. But it is a bit of the return of the Jedi energy, right? Jimmy Page returning to the stage would be return of the fucking Jedi for sure. All right, what's red with the 3 of Wands? The 10 of Wands. Wow. Yeah, this is going to drive you batshit crazy. I'm just going to tell you, the deep energies are here, and we'll pull on those in the base energy. These are red, center, left, right. The surrounding energies, the action energies, the flowing energies, or whatever, it feels tense. It's like still so far out of reach, so close, yet you just can't touch it with this 3 of Wands. I'm not quite sure why that is. It builds and then it shows up suddenly. So this is frustrating. This is it's like really slow sex when you really need to get her done, kind of. But it's I don't know. There's no other way to describe this. It's a bit frustrating. It's a bit like, okay, I'm fine. I'm all for slow every once in a while, but come on. Let's go. We in a coat closet, for fuck's sake. Get it done. Let's go. It's a bit of that. You feel something. You can touch it. You know what it is. But you won't figure out what it is until you're actually doing it, is what I'm saying. Okay? So if it's knitting, you can't figure out what it is. I don't know what this is. This thing that Steve's talking about. You'll just start without thinking about it, without realizing it. You'll just start doing it one day. Okay? You'll drive yourself crazy if you stare at it and try to find it on the horizon. All right? Okay. Let's clarify some things here. Let's clarify the Return of the Jedi here, the Six of Cups. I was going to use the Light Seer, but I'm not anymore. I want the Witches. I do. I want the Witches. Yeah, Strength card randomly at the bottom. Something very much, something you used to love. Maybe someone you used to love for some of you showing back up. That is possible. I'm not knocking it out of the equation. It could be. I feel this more as a soul's true purpose thing, though. I'll be honest with you. It's the return of your own inner Jedi. It's not the return of someone coming towards you. It's the return of you. Some piece of you that's been missing is coming back, okay, with a vengeance. And you'll feel it. You won't be able to tell what it is until it actually happens. So be careful about getting yourself locked into this view in the horizon thing and trying to figure it out. Don't try to figure it out. Forget this reading after I'm done with it. Remember kind of that it happened. And just flow with the energy. I don't think this takes very long into August for this to start happening. You'll find yourself doing whatever this is. Now, if for some of you, because it could be a person returning, it could be for a few of you. If that's the case, again, this energy just comes out of nowhere. So, but you'll feel it coming. You'll have an idea. You'll wake up one morning and go, something's going to happen today. There's something weird about today, right? Fine. Don't drive yourself crazy with it. Don't, because you'll restrict it. You'll push it back. You'll create a dam in the energy, which just slows energy down that's trying to flow to you. Anticipation is a little like worry. It's kind of a waste, right? It's kind of a waste energy. I don't like anticipation and I don't like worry. Anticipation makes you nervous. It creates a nervous energy, which tends to be categorized by me as a repellent type energy, right? If somebody's overly nervous, you don't want to approach that energy. It tends to slow the flow down a little bit. So, anyway, it is what it is. Why is this Six of Cups here? Tell me more about this Six of Cups. Okay, what the hell? Oh, God, here we go again. Here we go again. It's crossed by the Ten of Swords. I say here we go again because that was part of the pre-shuffle, right? The Ten of Swords crossing the Sun. Well, it's Ten of Swords crossing the Six of Cups here. This is something that's been done. You haven't done it either. If it's a thing, knitting, for example, you haven't done it in a long time, right? Right, okay. If it's a person, you're done with this. You have no idea. You haven't seen this person in a long time. This could be somebody from your childhood that you haven't seen in a long time, that you had no idea was a big part of sort of energizing your soul a little bit, right? That best friend you had in 6th grade, that you haven't seen since 6th grade. And 6th grade was 40 years ago, Steve, you know, that kind of thing, whatever. They played some kind of role, and in coming back, that role gets instantly reactivated. I'm just using it as an example. You don't have to take me literally. It's probably not somebody from 6th grade, okay? But this is something returning that's been dead for a long time. It's been done. For a lot of you, it's a soul's purpose. It's something that nurtured your soul. Something that felt very spiritual to you, which can be knitting. You know, I can tell you. What's on top? Ace of Pentacles. For most of you, this is a thing. This is the universe answering me. When I talk, it's my party trick. I talk, and the universe backs me up or puts egg in my face, that kind of thing. What it's saying here with the Ace of Pentacles is whatever it is, this time when it returns, it sticks. It's what that Hierophant was saying about long term, right? When it returns, it sticks this time. This is, it's also for most of you, it's a thing. It's pentacle, it's practical, it's tangible, it's knitting, okay? For example, or something like that. Something you used to do. And this came up earlier. This came up a few weeks back in a reading. I'm not sure. It's been popping in and out, but right now it's like the moment it's happening. It's not about to happen. It's not predicting it might happen. It's saying, oh no, this shit's happening. Okay? It's like that. All right. Okay. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? 9 Swords. Okay, how do I phrase this? You not doing this for a long time. Let's say it's a thing. Okay? We'll get to it if it's a person in a moment. let's say it's knitting, okay? For example, you not doing that for a long time, okay, has actually been a cause of stress for you without you realizing it. Anxiety. It's been a cause. It's created some symptoms in your life, okay? And I think this has been a long time, Dad. I do. A long time. It's created some symptoms in your life that have manifested probably as anxiety or whatever without you even realizing it. Okay, it may have kept you up at night. It may have been something. Either way, it's created something in your energy that reflects in some kind of symptoms similar to what this picture might be. Okay, it might be worry. Yep, maybe you worry about stuff, or maybe I don't know. You've been sad. I don't know. Afraid to talk to people. Might be a lack of confidence. Could play out again as anxiety and things like that. It could be subtle. It could be more severe for some of you. It's just a card. It is what it is. But whatever it is, this thing you'll find was the reason for it. Now, if it's a person, okay, it didn't work out with them the first time. Whoever this is, you had a falling out. I mean, big time. And I think, do I want to say that? It's hard to tell, but I think maybe you put the 10 swords in them. Okay, maybe. It's not for all of you. I mean, it's just the way it feels to me. I got to go with it. Okay? And they've been watching you the whole time. They've been around you the whole time. How do I know that? You see that little screech owl up there in the tree? See that little guy? Yeah, that's how I know. All right. So, again, it may have been something, even if you were the one who put 10 swords in, it bothered you in some way, how it went down, how it was handled. If it's them, they think it could have been handled better. If it's you, maybe you think the same thing. Or maybe you wonder, what if? Either way, this energy is returning because it's important. It has to, for some reason, to carry you towards your 10 of Pentacles, which is what the pre-shuffle told us. Okay, let's see where we go. I'm going to pull on the 10 of Wands. What's the burden here? Other than self-generating the burden by trying to anticipate what this is. Again, I'm not a big fan of anticipation. I'm not in certain contexts, right? I'm not a big fan of it in life in general. In other words, pacing around. Let's say you got a job interview and you're nervous about it and you start running through scenarios of what might happen and all that kind of stuff. I'm not a big fan of that. You're putting a lot out there that you can't control, and it's coming back on you. It usually results in this kind of bullshit right here. Usually worried about nonsense, right? It is. I'm not a fan of people getting overly anxious in line at a roller coaster, right? You've seen it. It's gone by. You've been in line for an hour and a half. Dozens of people have ridden it and got off of it, ridden it and got off of it. At that point, odds are you're going to be fine. There's no need to have anticipation energy, nervous energy building up or anything like that. It's just waste. You're just ruining your level of enjoyment at that point. You won't have the ability to enjoy it as much because you'll have to, your system will have your energy will have to break through that barrier of all that worry and anticipation to even sample the joy that could be there or the fun that could be there. Right? So again, I'm not a big fan of worrying, and I'm not a big fan of anticipation. I'm a big fan of being the sitting king, like I often tell you. The sitting king of swords, who waits. It processes it as it comes in and deals with it. That's it. Right? I mean, you anticipate what might happen, but don't go batshit crazy with it. All right, why is the 10 of Wands here? You do a little bit, you make sure you're covered, and you leave it alone. You think about something too much, you'll go crazy. And also find too many variables. It's the energetic equivalent of too many cooks in the kitchen, right? It's too much energy swirling around. Why is the 10 of Wands here? Tell me about it. Okay. I've been talking and talking and talking and talking. I'll tell you why. Temperance. That's the angel. Okay. Okay. Some of you are going to feel. I said you're going to pick up on this. Okay. The problem here is some of you have become a little bit jaded. Maybe I'm going overboard there with that. Okay. I'm exaggerating so that everybody gets the point. I'm not saying you're jaded. All right. You might be, a few of you, but not all of you. It's just, it feels so good. You feel like something great's going to happen and you're not allowing yourself to fully believe it. Okay? Do what you want. I could dig it. I could totally dig it with the way things have been going this year. I'll tell you what, 2024 for me, has been complete shit. Everything. It's just been stress right from the start, and I've let it go, and I've smoothed it out. I've meditated it through. But each time I feel like I'm putting out fires as I go through the year, all the way through it. I feel, if I started to feel this the way you're going to feel this, I'd be like, I don't want bullshit, right? That kind of thing. I can dig it. I can tell you, do what you want. There's no need to have this 10 of Wands here. There's no need to have that kind of bullshit. It would just generate more of this. This is, the universe has your back. This is something very nice. You could believe, if you feel that it's good, it is good, right? But if you think that it's bad, okay, that's not necessarily the case, all right? You won't feel that it's bad. You'll think. Make sure you know the difference between your ego, your brain, thinking, and feeling from the soul. Okay? Make sure you know the difference, because I'll tell you what, that energy is right there. The devil doesn't live in the soul. The angel energy can get down there, right? The soul's made of fucking love. It's pretty much what it's made of. It's a massive ball of love energy, right? Science can't find it. They know there's some energy source, but they can't find it. They can't find it because it's not in this fucking dimension. It's on a different frequency. But at the end of the day, it's there. The cards are saying, and the energy is telling me, you're very protected. Although you might not want to believe it, some of you. All right? So stop thinking and just start feeling. All right? What's on top? Yeah, the Emperor. Why is that here? The Empress. This is a divine connection. What does that mean? Does that mean Steve's wrong and my soulmate's coming in and it's not a thing? It's not maybe for some of you, but no. This is telling me why you're protected, why it matters, why this matters, why the return of the Jedi, whatever it is, why you should start knitting again, fucking matters. This is telling me why, because it completes a circuit. We're going to talk electrical energy here. Right? It completes a circuit. You got the positive and the negative hooked up. Your car will start. You got just the positive hooked up and the negative not. Your car will not. You could turn that key all fucking day. Nothing's going to happen. You need them both hooked up. This puts back an energy that was missing. It completes a circuit for you. For some of you, it's fucking knitting. For others of you, it's a person. Either way, I'm going to classify this energy as the return of the fucking Jedi. And it's a Jedi that involves your soul. It's you. You are making a comeback here. I mean, it's very clear in the energy. It's very clear in the cards. It's straight up. Honestly, it's terrific. And look, you want proof? I said, you're protected. If it feels good, it is good. All right? If you think it's bad, try feeling. Okay? Because look, there's that Ace of Wands from the pre-shuffle. I think this happens very, very, very fast. I think you'll pick up on it, but I got 3 of Wands. We're pretty much there already. It's making its way to you. It completes a circuit. And so worry here is kind of a waste of time. That's really nice. There's nothing to worry. I mean, proof, nothing to worry about. Emperor and Empress, and both very balanced, by the way. This thing, whatever this thing is, let's just say it's knitting, for example. Okay? Whatever it is. It completes something in your soul. It completes a circuit. It takes this energy that might be inside you or coming out away. It takes away the 9 of Swords. Okay? I mean, certainly in my Jimmy Page example, certainly the guitarist from Led Zeppelin, guitar and music is part of his soul, right? I mean, they had hit records. They did Stairway to Heaven. I mean, they got epic songs that are just going to live in history hundreds of years long after they're gone. I mean, they're like the Beethovens of rock, for fuck's sake. Certainly, that's part of his soul. Hadn't played for a while. When the man says, I fell in love with the guitar, where does love come from? It comes from the soul. He said, I fell in love with the guitar again during COVID lockdowns. And obviously, it reignited him. That's this kind of energy. That's what I'm talking about here. It's something that reignites you. It might be something you haven't even given a second thought to. For some of you, this is something, because I had the 10 of Swords here, it's been dead a long time. Maybe something you used to do when you were a kid. I don't know. But it's very strong in the sense of it shows up in August. It made an appearance earlier on. I think it's one of the July readings. I don't know. But the fact that it's coming back again and this strong, and in August, which is what I'm pulling on now, the circuit completes. That means it's on. Like I gave the example of a car battery, right? We got the positive hooked up. We got the negative hooked up. That's it. We're ready to go. Turn the fucking key. All right? So this is nice. It's a very positive thing for you. Brings a lot of healing, okay? Archangel Michael makes you, you're a very powerful fucking Jedi, aren't you? My God. You know what? Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you, just for fun. All right, let's grab the light seer. Why not? What else you want to, well, I got a King of Cups randomly at the bottom. What else you want to tell everybody? Anything? Or have I said it all? All right, let's go. Come on. August 2024, thank you reading. What do you want to tell my people? The people that have given me, thrown a wad of nickels at my house for anything I fucking do here. Whatever the fuck it is. I have no idea sometimes. But I'll tell you what. I stand by this energy read here. Okay? I do. And when I saw the Emperor and the Empress come out like that, that's amazing. All right? That is amazing that that happened. We've done a lot of readings with this new deck here, and I did a lot in a few weeks. I warmed it up offline before I brought it on, and I've had those cards come out separately many times. So the fact that they came back together just for this reading and completed a circuit, that's pretty amazing. What else you want to tell everyone? About that Six of Cups, maybe. What else you want to tell everyone? I don't know. We'll see what it wants to tell you. I'm going to leave it open. What do you want to tell everyone here, universe? Come on. Give me one card, the crossing card. Give me something to say. Okay. What's the top card? Yeah. Look, well, I know what the top card is. I already pulled it. I was going to say this is communication. Bottom card's communication. The environmental energy is incoming very fast. I'm telling you right now, by the time you pick up on this, you may not even have time to get anxious or anticipate. It happens very, very fucking quick. It is communication. It is a specific thing that comes your way. Okay? And if you want that, it's the Eight of Wands. That's why the top card. So it's the Knight of Swords crossing the Eight of Wands. Two very fast energies that create a great deal of change. Okay? This one in particular. All right? So this energy reactivates something inside you. Okay? It does something, whether it's a person or a thing. For some of you, I will tell you, it is a person. For some of you. Okay? It's your divine counterpart. But if it is, okay, listen to me. If it is, this is probably someone, because of the 10 swords that was crossing the Six of Cups, that you didn't think was your divine counterpart, that you didn't think was anything to you. You didn't even realize they were a soulmate at the time. That's probably the case. So it's probably not your long-lost runner. It's probably someone else. And that happens a lot. It could be, for some of you, a childhood friend. Someone you grew up with. You never really figured it out. Well, you're about to figure it out through some kind of information that comes your way. Okay? And it might come from the 5D right into you. It might be, as with Jimmy Page, we got the COVID lockdowns. It was an environmental incoming message, environmental energy that forced that person to reconnect with that. I mean, it's possible. It could be something external that causes it. Could be something, a direct communication from somebody, or it could be something, a download you receive from the universe. Could be any of that and more. But whatever it is, and I just wanted to pull one more card. I love it when I do this. Whatever it is, it changes everything. It's a Wheel of Fortune. It's a 10. 10s are the dead end that lead to a new beginning. It's major arcana, and it falls right there. It's something you've been missing. It's something you've needed in your life. Okay? And don't come at me and go, well, I'm never in that, Steve. Well, it's metaphor. That's all it is. It's just something's missing. This person here is awake at night because something's missing, right? Maybe they're lonely. Maybe they're afraid. Maybe they're anxious. Maybe who knows? Maybe they're just sad. I mean, I don't know. Something's missing. That's all. This is a missing piece that comes in. It completes a circuit in your soul, which is powerful when this happens. So, like I said in the pre-shuffle, this activates whatever this is. However it arrives, it activates. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah, divine timing. Yeah, the timing is definitely right for this to happen. There's no doubt. And it is very liberating with the 9 of Pentacles. And there's your Hierophant, which I was just about to start talking about. The Hierophant from the pre-shuffle, as I said, and I was just about to start talking about it, the Hierophant for the pre-shuffle, remember what I said about that as he comes out here as our last card. This is... whatever this is, the return of this defines a moment. It's a moment of something, if you've been waiting for some magic, if you've been waiting for something to happen, something that just feels like it feeds your soul, this is it. This is that thing, okay? It's there for the taking. Is there a way you could miss it? Yeah, a little bit. There's a huge warning around around this and what I talked about here with these two cards about anticipation and things like that. Okay, you can get lost in thought. If you start anticipating enough, it leads to, here's your 9 swords, here's your disappointment, here's your up all night. Oh, it didn't come in today. Steve said it's going to come in pretty quickly. I saw that Knight of Swords. He probably right, crossing an 8 of Wands. That's fast energy. I guess it's not coming from me. I guess it's not, whatever. There you go. And that, in an effect, causes you to miss it. So like I told you, just have a little faith that the universe has your back. Forget this reading. Don't anticipate anything. And when this circuit gets complete, trust me, you'll fucking know it. Okay? You will fucking know it, I promise you. That's powerful energy right there. It's powerful. All right? That's your reading. Just like you'd know if if the positive was disconnected from your car and you turn the key and nothing happens and it gets hooked up and the circuit gets completed, you turn the key, you know it starts turning, right? Something's going on. Well, that's what's happening here. Your soul is going to start rolling again. That's pretty wild. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. This is pretty cool energy. I'm glad this came in. All right. I don't think it's overly specific. I think the specific nature of it is, for some of you, it's a very practical thing, like knitting. Right? For others of you, it's an actual person. All right? For others of you, it is. But I think for more of you, it's along the pentacle lines, because that's why that came out. All right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I do my best for you guys. We got quite a month ahead of us here in August. A lot of fucking readings. There's going to be some powerful shit this month. Hopefully you read my write-up on the month of August in my blog, sltblog.com. Go check it out. It's a powerful fucking month. And it bleeds into the early part of September, too. And I mentioned that in the write-up, okay? So it's not just about your calendar month there. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. And again, thank you. If anybody's giving me a nickel for anything I do around here, it is much appreciated. And hence these readings every month. But anyway, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Good luck.